Oh my god.
Hey everybody, Adam here, and we brought a friend. It's Greg. Say hey, Greg.
Hey, Greg.
That's fair. So Greg is fellow Team Swish teammate, and he wanted to start streaming, so we figured bring him in. And what better to bring him in with than some Doomsday? So Greg and I are gonna play some more Doomsday, but in an older, more busted format this time. This time we're gonna play some Vintage Doomsday. So specifically, this is Sing Panman's 20th place challenge list from, I want to say, last weekend. Realistically, most of this is pretty stock at this point. 4 Street Wraith, 2 Oracle, 3 Fluster, all of your blue restricted cards, 4 Dark Ritual, Demonic Consultation, Lotus Jet, Sapphire, Vamp Tutor, Mystical Tutor, 1 Portent, 4 Preordain, a Daze, a Force of Negation, the Demonic Tutor, 4 Doomsday, a Necropotence, a Mystical Dispute, a Gush, a Dig Through Time, 4 Force of Will, 8 Fetch Lands, 4 Underground Seas, a Snow-Covered Island, and a Watery Grave. In the sideboard, a Planar Void, a Tabernacle at Pendrell Vale, a Dress Down, a Null Rod, 4 Steel Sabotage, 3 Leyline of the Void, another basic island. This is the island being for shops and the like bug. 2 Opposition Agent, Get Wrecked Tinker, and a Mindbreak Trap. So that is where we're at tonight. I apologize in advance. The decklist upload made some questionable choices for card art, so some of these are a little hard to look at, but we'll get through it together, I promise. But without further ado, I guess, Greg, did you see anything in this list that you wanted to change before we get started? I guess is the first question.
Watching this on stream one other time, Portent was the only card that the guy hated. I don't know if Merchant Scroll is relevant in its place.
I could see playing Scroll. Scroll's gonna get us either Ancestral Recall or a piece of interaction.
Right, it's never going to get us any of the combo, but it's going to get us, outside of Gush maybe, but it's going to get us better cards than Portent ever will. That's the only card that I saw that was...
Vroomsday indeed, Travis. Yeah, I don't know, I think Portent's, a totally reasonable thing, because what Portent actually does, and what I think is important about the notion of it, Portent gets around Narset. So Narset is such a big deal right now that, Portent allowing you to draw cards around Narset is actually kind of huge. So, I don't hate this Portent. Narset is kind of a must-answer card for us anyway once it goes in the stack, but...
Do we have an answer for it once it's on the stack? I mean, not really.
On the stack? Yes.
On the
once
stack,
it resolves,
once
absolutely
it's resolved.
not.
But Necropotence gets around her also, because I don't think that draws the card.
It
just puts it in your hand.
Yep, exile it face down, then put it in your hand. Yep.
So
we can go for Necro lines, absolutely. There's also weird situations where you cycle into your pile off turn, then start doing the thing. It's weird. Yeah, your game plan basically is just don't let Narset resolve. The end.
But is that better than Merchant Scroll?
I mean, yeah. I don't see a reason we need Scroll. So again, we talked about what is Scroll getting us. A Force of Will, which if Narset is in play, the Force of Will is probably already too late. Or, it's getting us Ancestral Recall. If the Narset is in play, Ancestral sucks. Ancestral's very bad.
But I think Portent's only good when Narset is in the person's 75, and Merchant Scroll is good no matter what their 75 is.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that Portent is a card choice that is explicitly for the Narset matchup, and the problem is the Narset matchup is basically any blue deck, right? So Narset being restricted in Vintage means that basically everybody plays it as the one of, because it's very, very, very good in this format, and you're only going to get one anyway, so you might as well. So I like the Portent. I think I'm not in love with it, but I think it's fine. So yeah, I think we can keep the Portent. I mean, let's start the counter now at, I said we're okay with the Portent, the number of times we wish Portent was Merchant Scroll. But
0-0.
we'll find out. So, ooh, right. That's coming up here shortly. So just a heads up, I will be playing in the Vintage Eternal Weekend Mox Ruby event on Sunday. So everyone stay tuned for that. But for now, let's play a league. Hope everyone is enjoying their evening so far. So Greg, how much Vintage have you played ever?
Zero. I've never
Okay.
played a single match.
Oh, by the way.
Right.
I told you that, yeah. We won the die roll. That's a good start.
Oh, and it's even in a perfect card. The
Huh.
will be when it gets home. Huh.
It's like so close, right?
Do you keep... I think you do it.
I mean, it's pretty gas. Like,
You've
this
got-
is part of what we want in the pile, though. So we could just Lotus
but you-
Doomsday with Fluster backup.
Yeah. And then put it back in the pile. I think it's the keep.
I don't know, man.
There's plenty of ways you can.
Sure. Alright.
You got a land, you've got thing.
I think we're gonna fetch Basic Island here, too, by the way. Just because I want to play around as much garbage as possible.
Yeah, you've got your 3 black. Are we first? I didn't catch if we were.
We are first. Snow-covered island, Black Lotus, crack for black, black, black. Doomsday? It just resolves. Okay.
So, do we just build an...
Lotus. We need cards that just... So the thing is that we're passing the
down to
turn.
bottom.
We're passing the turn. We have 1 land. We need another... I guess the Lotus is our mana
I
source,
think
right?
you just Ancestral. Like, first card Ancestral, draw 3 cards.
Ancestral.
Draw a Lotus and a... And you've got Thassa's Oracle in there.
And there's
and you can just load
2...
up with counter magic.
What else are we... I
Probably
think I want Daze?
Pact of Negation.
Daze seems kind of free. There's the Daze.
I would put a Pact of Negation... Or a Fort...
I have Force of Will and Flusterstorm in hand, right?
Yeah, but you need another blue card if you want to cast a ball.
Oracle.
Is there a Pact of Negation?
There is a Pact. It's right here. You can take the Pact.
So how much mana does this require? You
Uh,
need 2 for her. Ancestral is 1.
Yep. So there's the Lotus.
So we've
We just
got
want to draw
one.
the Lotus.
Right, we've got 1 net mana to throw the Flusterstorm at something.
Correct.
Days can get pitched to Force of Will, and then you've got a Pact of Negation.
Oh,
What the hell just happened? Did we win the whole event?
no? Oh, I think it's my comp from the other day. I ran into a bug during the league. Yeah, this is our pile.
So, Oracle is...
Put these cards on top of your library. So what is the last card?
The
Pact?
last card is probably... Well, is it?
I think it's gotta be Pact. We have Daze, we have Force, we have Flusterstorm. I think the
Well,
last
what's
card
the
is...
top? It's Ancestral and then 3 cards.
It's Ancestral, then Lotus. Oh, yep, that is definitely my comp. There's the thing.
Oh, we don't need the Thassa's Oracle. That's what.
The what? That's our last card? This.
Yep.
Pact. Daze. Lotus. Recall?
Yeah, the Thassa's Oracle can be the... But we don't have another blue land, just in case they do happen to break through all of this. I mean, it has to be Strip Mine, right? It's the only card that...
Ghost Quarter? Oh, Bizarre. Yeah, I don't care about this at all. We yeah.
Ghost Quarters in this format, too. That's true.
Yeah, Shops plays Ghost Quarter now because they play Crucible main. Oh! Oh, this is Vengevine. I don't care. Yep.
Can Vintage Madness 8 Walla do 20? Well, I guess they don't need to do a ton. They just need to do 9, right?
Yeah, we're taking 8 here. So we can't cast this Force of Will, but we don't need to. Oh, we're not even taking 8. We're taking 4. Yeah, we're so good.
Yeah, they're dead next turn. Does this deck have anything to interact with us?
Yeah, they usually play, like, they can play some number of forces. Lotus.
I mean, there's so much backup
I agree with you.
Gotta get out of here. Dude, there's so
Yeah.
With 2 more pieces of that.
We're just like, whatever. Alright,
So what, Leyline of the Void?
We could play Leyline. We could also play Tabernacle, because the likelihood they'll ever pay for Tabernacle is, like, very low. So we can play Leyline of the Void, we can play Tabernacle at Pendrell Vale, and we can actually cut, like, some number of forces. So I think Dispute sucks.
Yeah.
I think Force of Negation sucks.
Yeah.
And we can shave 2 Force of Wills.
What about the Days?
Well, Days is great.
Days is good because they're not a heavy mana deck.
No, they have almost 0 mana. What is... I don't remember what Planar Void does. Judge, what does Planar Void even do? Whenever another card is put into a graveyard from anywhere. Oh, that's pretty hilarious, actually.
Yeah, we want that too. Because we can
Probably.
actually play that on turn 1 if we don't have the ley lines.
Yeah, we can.
So,
we might also want the island. Hollowvine specifically is a Wasteland deck.
I was gonna say maybe get rid of the island because they're not playing Wasteland, but
No.
that's the kind of stuff I wouldn't know.
That's fair.
Do we need
We could talk about cutting Pact. Like, I don't hate cutting Pact here.
Well, I mean, if they're gonna mind break trap us, that's what Pact of Negation and,
But we have
Storms are
we,
for.
we have Flusters and Days, and they're almost never paying for either, and we still have 2 Force of Wills. Like, the other conversation is how do we get this island in here, but I don't... Oh, Probe. I'm sorry, not Probe. Misstep. Misstep can go. That card sucks.
They don't have ones.
Not very many. They have their 1-drop creatures, but I don't want to misstep their 1-drop creatures. Submit.
They're
Sign
not
up.
casting Ancestral.
No.
Or
No. They ain't got time. They're a Bazaar deck.
is this another?
This is a turn 1. This is a turn 1 with no protection. I don't hate this, though.
I don't hate it. I'd keep it. Make them have it.
Yeah, I mean... Bonus points if we draw the Planar Void or whatever? Sure. Like, yeah, this is the hand that just does dumb, degenerate garbage things. This is gonna get us one of the basics, I think. Alright. Never mind.
Well, there's one.
This one? This one?
So do you got a whole priority for this? Is that the plan?
Yep.
Don't you do it when her scry's on the stack, or do you do it when she's on the stack?
You do want her scries on the stack.
So what do we name? Merchant Scroll, just for the callback?
You got the Force? Oh, they have Misstep. Okay.
Misstep. Well, we've got another Thassa's Oracle in the deck.
We sure do. I don't think I want either of those. No, we're fine. So they've got the Squee engine started, which is good for them. So Squee helps offset the card disadvantage from Bazaar. That's why you play it in the Hollowvine deck. 2 Madness creatures into a Vengevine. Sure, that's fine. We're going to take a hit.
But they're not going to pay for any of that shit. Do we play Tabernacle next turn?
Easy mode, yeah. Yep. Oh, and a hollow one. Good, good.
Yep.
There's a strip mine. Strip.
Get it.
Baby.
Get it.
So good.
Get
I'm just taking 4, by the way. I don't even care.
I mean, the best thing is we could block if we wanted to.
Oh, easy. Oh, we sure
Yeah,
could.
We got another one. I mean, we can start building soon.
Yeah. They're gonna have such a hard time ever.
Does this deck draw cards in any way outside of Bazaar?
Not really. The Bazaar Squee engine is the way that they're getting cards.
I don't know what Squee does.
So Squee Goblin to Bob, beating your upkeep, return Squee from your graveyard to your hand. So they're not as technically discarding cards, right? They're just card neutral, theoretically.
But if they're not digging as hard for any extra wastelands,
right?
Because that's when they get
Bizarre.
out. This is wasteland.
Well, but if they're wastelanding us and not actually putting pressure on the board, like, we're okay with that, because then it means we just get to do our thing. I'm gonna pop an opponent's graveyard there. Oh, look, hey, Cradle. Nice, got him. Yay! Sure thing.
So do we go find?
I'm gonna vamp for
Doomsday?
Ancestral.
Ancestral.
I don't care about that, like, literally at all. I can beat that. That's fine. They have no cards. I'm gonna vamp. Yeah, I'm gonna vamp for Ancestral. That's how we're gonna get back in this game. Preordain, Necro. Necro's not terrible.
I think we need black sources.
I think we're actually okay. Remember that our deck contains Dark Ritual. That's a good one. I don't hate this time walk, like, even a little bit. Bottom, top. Like, this is a free block. Opponent has to high roll us. Like, I'm okay right now. Vandwedge, I'm thankful for you too. Thank you for joining us. I'm glad you could see me just, like, fumble through Doomsday and watch me be incredibly unkind to this silly bizarre deck. I'm gonna block. Underground Seed's a decent one. I'm gonna... I was probably just supposed to play that Watery Grave tapped, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah. Oopsie daisy.
Nice.
Is it a little late? Too late though.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely too late.
I think we just necropotent.
Yeah, I think I just want to jam Necro here. I'm gonna pay 2. Yeah, I was definitely supposed to. Black, 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 Necro.
If we need to cast that Street Wraith, we can.
2, 3.
We don't want to go too low in case they go nuts with the Vengevines. They've got.
They only have 1 card in hand.
But they'll have 3.
But I don't know that we're getting out of this if they...
I mean, at that you might as well go to 6 then.
Okay. Gush, Tutor. All this is good.
Yeah, that 2 life might actually... That's 2 more cards at this point that we could draw. Does Tutor put it in your hand?
Tutor puts it in our hand. Yeah, this
So
is
we
just
could-
straight up.
We could go for it again next turn.
I mean, yeah,
Because we got Gush to draw into the pile.
there's a Basking Root. Well, we also have a Street Wraith to draw in the pile if we needed it.
True
Like,
that. But I'm not sure if we'll have the life.
another
to do
Bizarre activation. So hold on. This is where it gets scary, is the second Bizarre activation. Endurance. Nice.
so. That's a reason to keep Pact and Negation in the deck.
I mean, that's fair.
But if it's our turn, I think they're dead.
Yeah, we can just Ritual, cast Tutor, cast Doomsday. I want to play my land, right?
Yep. Just go get it first, and then red.
I mean, I think it's potato, right?
It is.
Ritual. This one. Got Doomsday. Doomsday. I want...
Just put Thassa's Oracle in the pile first.
Yeah, Oracle. I want...
Are we... So we're gonna be at 1 life, so 0 street wraiths are an option.
Flusterstorm.
We can't do anything with a... I think you're gonna need Ancestral Visions also. Or
Ancestral Recall. I agree.
Just gush into...
We could... Hold on. We could also just...
I think
we could take Consultation too, right? Because Consult Oracle's a kill and their misstep is gone. And they can't have... Yeah, I don't think that they can beat that.
I just think the 5 cards that we're drawing are, you know, we're going to draw 2 off Gush and then 3 off Visions.
Where's my days?
Wait a minute, that's going to draw outdraws. We don't get to Gush. Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah, Gush only draws us into the pile.
Draws us 2, right?
So hold on.
So Gush for Oracle Recall. Or Recall Days. Go for...
Oracle on the bottom?
Yeah.
Oracle on the bottom, then Flusterstorm, Consultation, Days,
these 2 don't matter.
Ancestral.
So tap your manas.
Well, I only need to tap one of these things.
But you're gonna Gush... Oh, you're gonna...
I'm gonna alt cast. Yep. This.
Can't Street Wraith into it.
Yikes. Yep, didn't play around trap. Alright, cool. I do want Pact back in now that I keep... Now that we've seen for sure that they're on Endurance, I want the Pact back.
Want the misstep back?
No.
For the misstep fight?
No, that's not worth it. We'll cut another Force of Will for it. Necro feels questionable. Like, I could see cutting Necro here, but also, like, I think that's... Oh, we can probably cut Portent. I can cut Portent and get one of these Force of Wills back.
Right.
Probably want... Yeah, I want Force of Will, because I can't Force Negation on... Yep, okay. Talked myself into it. I was thinking about Force Negation instead, but... Notion was that I can't force negation on my turn.
Right.
So.
Force negation really is against Chalice of the Void a lot. Which they do have. Well, I think we keep it, right?
I mean, but this hand doesn't do anything.
But it slows them down forever. I mean, you got Leyline and Tabernacle.
I mean, I suppose, right? But then they just, like, dig to answers for it? Sure.
2 answers?
Alright. I mean, yes.
Without the ability to draw?
They're still drawing cards. Oh, they just powdered, too. They powdered away a Force of Vigor, Strip Mine, and a Wasteland. Baby.
Wow.
So good at Magic. Opponent may have just Serum Powdered their way right out of this game. Opponent's on a mold of 5 now. They're on a mold of 5, and we just go Leyline, Tabernacle, go. Oh, they powdered again!
Another Wasteland.
This one.
So they've got 2 cards that
okay.
Get them out of this.
Do we... Yeah, I'll just Tabernacle here, that's fine. This lets them dig for it. Like, whereas we could have held it. Yeah, it is... No, we have Writ.
Really wish that Watery Grave wasn't in our hand.
It's fine. I'm gonna wait on it.
Yeah. Wait till you get another blue card. Just...
Delta go. I think I want this to fetch Island, so then we can get Underground Sea.
They don't have the Strip Mine left.
They have Wasteland, though. I'll take this Sapphire now for sure. That was pretty great.
Yeah, I mean,
we have a pass the turn pile,
but I can't see him winning.
One of these islands. Underground Sea. Ritual. Doomsday. Pile involves
Feature Oracle.
Ancestral Recall, Oracle. What else do I want? I want the Pact.
Yeah, Lotus would be good.
Lotus. Sure, I'm talking.
But, my problem.
We
is
have all the mana we
if
could
they-
ever want.
If they go to their turn and play Chalice on 0, then that's going to slow us down some more.
No, we have all the mana we could possibly want. Take Gush. Gush will get us the last of the cards out of the library. And we have Flusterstorm and Pact of Negation.
Yes.
Done. Sure. Ancestral Recall, Black Lotus, Gush, Pact of Negation, Thassa's Oracle. Alright. So
she's last.
this is last.
Recalls first. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter what the rest are.
Yep.
Although I would put Gush second to last just in case for some reason they're able to power through us
X,
flustering back.
Lotus, Ancestral.
Wouldn't you want Gush after Ancestral?
It's potato, right? Yeah, Travis, also the Writ art is bad. So that definitely doesn't help.
If for some reason they're able to power through...
Right now,
Art
their game plan is
Ancestral.
to build up interaction. That's their plan.
Right, if they counter our Ancestral somehow, even with our Fluster backup, the next card we would draw would be Gush, and just start anyway.
I don't even think I care. I think I'm just willing to wait. Like, there's not really anything they can do that's meaningful. They're just throwing cards away right now. Remember, this is card disadvantage, and their only recoup engine doesn't work. Cause yeah, sure, you have a 1/1. I don't care. Yeah, they're just hemorrhaging cards right now. Their game plan is the what's its face. Chalice on 0 is fine. I don't care. I beat that anyway. I'm debating on whether or not I'm playing this right
I
now.
mean, you can play it tapped, it's something to bounce with.
Well, I think I'm going to Ancestral first. And see what happens. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck it.
I think we're
Play it
winning.
untapped.
Yeah, I think we're just winning. Blue. Blue.
We only have one card left in our deck, though.
Oh! Fuck! Math was bad. I forgot that we drew into Ancestral, which was one of the cards. Yep. Yikes. Yes, Travis, I have. This is the second time you and I on stream have killed ourselves in a Doomsday pile that we should have won.
I remember.
Yikes. Well, 0-1 when we should be 1-0. Good, great, cool. Math is hard.
Yes.
And I guess that was the reason. I guess. Oh, what do we do then? We put Lotus on the bottom. I guess we never needed Lotus. I don't know why we ever played. Oh, Probe. The pile should have been Probe, not Gush.
I thought we took Probe out.
No, we took Misstep out. We could have probed. Yep, that was the line. The line was Probe instead of Gush. I guess Gush was playing around our Ancestral getting countered, which was super unlikely.
It was, but when we were in a position to play around everything.
Yeah. And then just next level ourselves.
Yeah.
Van Wedge, no, and I wish you hadn't told me. I don't need one new Christmas movie, let alone 40.
I highly recommend The Night Before Christmas if you want to blow your skull right off your shoulders. The night as in Armored Night Before Christmas. It might be the worst Christmas movie I've ever seen.
So hold on though, like, I'm into some B-rate nonsense.
It was so bad. It was so hallmarky bad.
Okay. Yeah, no, Van Wedge, I appreciate the invite, but I think I'll pass. I'm not exactly the Christmasing type. My wife has yelled at me for years about it.
Because you are not.
Because I'm not. Correct.
That's the relationship I'm in. She loves it.
So that's another thing too. Is
And I'm Grinch.
Same. You can kind of see who's around and what's up. So, yeah, I'm also the Grinch in this relationship. My wife was astonished because I helped put up the Christmas tree this year for the first time, like, ever. I mean, that's okay, Travis. All you missed was us killing ourselves in a doomsday pile that we should have won again. Greg and I are really good at that. You know, you'd think that counting to 5 isn't that hard, but then you start doing it in doomsday matches and you realize that apparently counting to 5 is real hard. Alright. Well, we lost the die roll. That sucks. Last seen 3 days ago on Dredge. Well, stands to reason opponent is playing Dredge. Huh.
I'm not sure.
Opponent is assuredly on Dredge. Like the...
I don't know if I like this hand.
Oh, okay. So, sorry. I saw this originally. I thought it was Doomsday. This is Necro. I'm mulliganing.
I mean, it's better.
I mean, we're still basically dead. This is against Dredge. I kind of want to go deeper. I guess, hold on. We'll keep this. I'll ship this to the bottom. Dredge isn't going to wasteland us. It's fine. Bazaar of Baghdad. Yes. Your Bazaar activation is happening. I hate it, but it's happening. So, and again, this card is absurdly powerful in this matchup because your opponent just can't do anything. Don't you hollow one me, you monster. How dare you?
Can you, I mean...
Can I force it?
Does the force
Yeah.
want to do anything else?
I mean, it's
Force
gonna...
pitch force?
I suppose?
I would imagine the Flusterstorm's going to do something.
The Flusterstorm's gonna shut off their forces and crap.
Yeah.
You gonna force back? Oh, no, they're not. Cool.
Mystical Tutor can go get a recall and do things.
There's Dispute, which also is reasonable. All right.
So go
Mystical for ritual.
Yep.
I understand.
Would really like to get a new, or puts it on top, doesn't it? I'd like another land.
Yeah, but this only gets instant or sorceries too.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair,
But if
Travis.
it resolves, we can build a pile that gets enough land to fuck around with.
Or just Lotus.
Right.
Look, turns out Lotus fixes a lot of the problems in this
I
deck.
assume that they don't play Chalice.
There's usually a one of, but Chalice is restricted.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, Chalice is restricted.
Oh.
Shops did that.
Well, there you go. Here I am worried about Chalice all the time, and
No, yeah, Chalice is a one of.
thanks, Shops. This apple pie is ridiculous.
It's so good. Alright. Your amalgams are a thing.
Are we dead?
No.
We're gonna take
3, go to...
but then
Oh,
we're gonna
there's a creep and chill. That sucks.
do we flush?
We can't fluster it. It's an activated ability, or a triggered ability.
How much damage do we get on the swing back because this is a pass pile?
I don't
we're
know.
gonna take 3 down to 14. Doomsday's gonna put us at 7.
What do we got? They're going to...
And they're gonna get 6 power in
6,
those things. Plus
7.
definitely the 7. I don't think we win this.
7.
Unless they... I mean, they're not gonna...
Yeah, like, we would have to... If I mystical into ancestral and we ancestral into just, like, hot gas...
But what gas? That we don't have gas.
It would involve Lotus and Time Walk. 3 puts us to 11. Yeah, I think we're just dead. I'm gonna... Yep, they just let it resolve. We'll get our ancestral. Yep, you've done all the things.
I mean,
oh, there's a bridge too now. That's even worse.
At this point, they don't know what kind of deck we are, right?
I mean,
You haven't done anything that is
probably
Doomsday specific.
Vamp. Or no, Mystical. I guess Mystical's not, like...
That's done a lot of shit, isn't it?
Less now than it used to be. That just killed... No, we're dead. That was the worst Mystical I've ever seen. Or the worst Ancestral I've ever seen. Back to you, Tabernacle. I don't need the island here, actually. Leyline, Leyline, Leyline.
Planar Void.
Planar Void. Cutting. I kind of still think I hate Necro. Like, a lot. This. Misstep sucks. Mystical Dispute sucks.
Negation. Force Negation. Does that do anything?
Yeah, because they do have a 1 chalice. Bridge is bad, I agree. Bridge very bad.
What about the Portent?
We can get the
There's
Portent.
no Narset in this deck.
Yeah, we can cut the Portent. I'd love to. Well, there's Consult. We can Vamp for Oracle.
And then play Oracle on turn 2 with Mox Jet and just rip.
Yeah. We also have a Brainstorm here.
So we could search for interaction if we needed it.
So here's what we can do.
That is an instant.
So here's what we can do, is we can fetch, Brainstorm immediately, play our Mox, Vamp to shuffle. Because we can clear off this Ponder, because I don't think we're going to want this Ponder. Opponent is... Yeah, this is, well, there's 2 bridges gone. There's 2 Narcomoebas gone.
What did they powder or something like that?
Yeah, they've powdered twice. Alright, cast this. Underground. Brainstorm.
Don't need.
Holy crap, all of this is so bad.
Just put all the lands back.
If we want to get real cute, we can be really, really patient.
What is Dredge's interaction though?
Force of Will, Force of Negation, Force of Vigor. Some usually Mind Break Trap also.
So we should find a piece.
Yeah, we want at least one. Fluster being the optimal one. Like I said, Fluster just dumpsters them because they don't ever have mana to pay for them. Hmm?
So do you Vampiric Tutor for a Fluster Storm and then Demonic Tutor for what's her face?
I think I'm still just gonna Vamp for Oracle, because the thing is, like, if they counter Consult, we're not dead. And they've powdered away like a bunch of very good cards. Gonna Vamp. Vamp for Thassa's Oracle. Okay. mean, I guess if we can try to be patient. We can
just go tutor for Fluster Storm.
And then ponder? Underground Sea. Yeah, tutor for Fluster. Ponder. Because I wouldn't just hate just hitting an extra land here. Sapphire counts.
And Street Wraith isn't bad.
Mystical on the bottom.
Do we hold the Sapphire in our hand just in case they go Force of Vigor?
Yeah. That's a very reasonable thing to do. Sure. Yeah, because we're... Oh, nice! Very cool, Travis. Yeah, I actually... my comp came through during our first match here. From that weird Kumbal Cauldra nonsense. There's 2 Force of Vigors down. Narcomoeba, sure. There's an Amalgam. Take 4, sure. Sapphire. I clicked you. They do.
They had a Force of Will.
The question is, do they also have a Mind Break Trap?
It's gotta be the last card. I'm not sure if I've even cast a Fluster Storm on this.
It's a party.
On this thing yet. What?
We name Abandon Hope.
Emergence Roll. Or Stormcrow.
Nah, you 100% just name Abandon Hope. Kukus is also a pretty reasonable... Yeah, Abandon Hope is kind of the classic. Abandon Hope is just, you're dead. Why are we bothering? Cool. Yeah, so we're just gonna run this back. There's nothing else that I want. Like, this card is okay.
Which one?
Dress Down. Dress Down has words on it that aren't terrible. The things that on Dress Down that matter are like taking away Golgari Grave Troll stuff, removing flying. There's Consult.
Yeah, but
I don't think we can. We need to not die to Dredge. That's a good one.
boy.
You can just put this dig away.
Keeping no land and just having
Double Street Wraith.
3 draw steps.
Yep.
I put against Dredge if they can't. I mean, Force of Vigor does hit enchantments too, right?
Oh, it absolutely does. But we can also just cycle into forces.
Because they're on top.
Of course they're on top, Greg. What are you talking about? So they still have Hollow One as a thing that just beats this. But this also means they're hemorrhaging cards. I mean, yeah. I kept a no-lander. What are you gonna do about it? Sure. Pop out their exile. Nice! Powerful! Opponent activates Bazaar and immediately concedes. Let's go. Alright, 1-1.
Card's too good.
Ah, big brain, Van Wedge. That's 9,000 IQ right there.
Man. We could be sitting here at 2-0.
We could be, Greg, but we can't count to 5, so it is what it is, I suppose. And everyone, thanks for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. For anybody who will want to rewatch this shenanigans later, this one will not be uploaded to my YouTube. This will only be going directly to the Team Swish YouTube channel. Yeah, we won the die roll. Let's go. Wow. Wow.
Boy.
Hand does powerful nothing.
Does powerful nothing. That was... At least this finds...
Shipping underground?
Yeah.
Don't hate that.
That preordain has to be amazing.
I mean, I agree with you, but also our deck is busted. It doesn't really need to be that crazy. Opponent says GLHF, confirmed Dredge Wizard. That's the law. They also...
What is...
Good luck, have fun. So the running joke is that if your opponent wishes you good luck in MTGO chat, that they're on some sort of degenerate combo garbage. I'm gonna play this.
Can't sing your music.
It's fine. Grab a snow-covered island. Preordain. Both of these feel terrible. Brainstorm.
I actually wasn't talking about the music. It's a Bill Burr reference.
Cast this Mox.
Do we cycle once?
No, we know what's on top. It's a land.
Oh, is that? Oh, you.
I want the fetch land on... There's actually 2 lands on top. There's an Underground Sea and a fetch.
How did I just completely whiff on the first turn of this?
I don't know. I mean, mind you, we did nothing.
Oh, okay. Never mind. The preordain found...
The preordain found Brainstorm.
Okay. The preordain.
Jeskai? PO. Show me what you do. Oh, it could be Volk. It might just be Jeskai.
Smells like a mentor. It is.
Kinda, yeah. Yikes. That's
So this
bad.
is the land that he's gonna grab.
Yeah, which I think I want.
I think you're fine.
Oh, it doesn't matter, because we're just gonna get the Underground Sea. That's fine. I will take 2.
Are there 2 lands on top?
Yes. It is Fetch Land, Underground Sea, that order. Sculling turn. See? We did it. Do we cycle now?
I need to find something. to
I
get started.
agree.
That works.
Don't hate that one. Time Walk as Explorer,
Do you
kids.
bounce?
No, if we're gonna gush, we do it on the turn that we... Yikes. I mean, weak.
Yeah, because we don't need it. It's not like Legacy where you gotta have the Street Wraith to...
Well, and we have this one here anyway.
I think you've...
We could get dazed, but like I think we're okay getting dazed.
Oh, are you talking about casting it?
Yes.
To block Ragavan?
Yeah.
I don't hate that either.
3/4. 5 mana, 3/4.
It's an odd play, but that does keep the monkey off our back.
Ew, that was bad, Greg. It was so bad. I feel like opponent might be furiously typing in chat about how he cast 5 mana 3/4. But like, I'm cool with it. Like, I mean, yeah. Sure. So also, like, this is confirmed now. Opponent is Jeskai, so I'm not worried about opponent, like, randomly wastelanding us. Most of the Jeskai lists now aren't even playing Strip. So, all of this being in play makes me totally okay.
Do we gush just to draw?
No. If we're going to gush, we want to do it on our turn when we have access to the mana, and it just basically mana accelerates us. That's unfortunate. You gonna steal my Mox? I feel like you're gonna steal my Mox. Oh, no. Okay. I don't care about that. You can loot. I feel like everything we're looking for here, like, is super unlikely to happen. We could just hard cast Gush.
That was my next question is, do we just hard cast it if the next draw is shit?
Probe. Opponent has Blast Dig Ragavan. Yikes.
It's gonna hurt us soon.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna let it happen. This blast is bad. There was an argument there to just, like, fire off this Gush while they can't interact with us, but also, like...
Let them blast that thing.
Yep. Also, that... I like, tap our Mox, because that way if Dax steals it, like, we've gotten our... Nice! We did it.
I think they saw it.
Yeah, I thought about that, Van Wedge. But also, opponent, like... I'm not sure what opponent has planned for this blast. It doesn't... Like, I think that... Opponent knows the jig is up, right? Like, we hard cast a Street Wraith, they know we're Doomsday. But also, like, opponent... They're gonna take the shields down again, which is pretty gas. We know that the cards in their hand currently are Dig Through Time, Pyroblast. There was an argument to Gush right there. Let's see if I get punished for it. They also haven't activated Dak yet. I may just... If they activate Dak here and plus on themselves, I think I'm just gonna Gush. Okay, never mind. Opponent has stolen my Mox. Rude. Well, that's not spectacular, but, like, okay. And so, Van Wedge, the other argument here, like, I'm holding this Gush because right now our hand doesn't really do anything. What do you discard? It's probably not Dig Through Time or Pyroblast. I had to venture a guess. And they're probably going to try to fire off the Dig. We could Gush in response to the Dig, but then they blast us and they get their Dig anyway. Yeah, Sapphire, Tundra. There's the Dig. I don't know if this is getting any better for us.
Our life total isn't under pressure.
It's true, but they're just going to bury us in card selection. I'm going to Gush. I'm going to make them blow their blast, and we'll see what happens from there. Fetch, yes. Blast. I understand where we're going with this party. I really do. Yep. Okay. Yeah, so Van, what I was talking about too is, I don't, like, that Gush is what we had going, but I also think that if we get it out of their hand, that's probably very good for us. Like, we're never comboing if we know that they have that Blast in hand. We'd have to build piles that play around Blast plus whatever other sorcery they can come up with. Alright, cool. Beginning of combat, yes. End of combat. Second main. Oh, that's spooky. Blue, blue, blue.
Blue, blue, blue.
Blue, blue, blue off Lotus.
Is it a Merc?
Ah, yep, that's a good one. We're so dead. Opponent has drawn 2 restricted cards now. 2 restricted blue cards. Yeah, Ben, which I don't know that is correct, but that was my notion at least. Was that, like, it's going to be much more difficult to win if we know they have the Blast in hand, because then they just keep amassing more protection. Because, like, they don't... yikes. That's kind of shitty, but alright. That makes this ritual way less good. It also shuts off Black Lotus and all of our mocks. Oh, Jesus. Yikes. So bad. And Cruz.
I mean, we know that's not our hand anymore.
Alright. Blast is gone, Dig's gone. Yep. This is all that's left in their graveyard is Ancestral Treasure Cruise. Yeah, they're just gonna filter now. This is enough of a clock for them. Sure. Ritual 1-2? Yeah. We can just ritual out a Street Wraith. Like, that's a thing that just works. That means this Lavinia can't attack? This is so weird. How many Street Wraiths are we going to cast this game, Greg? Blue.
Can't do it now.
Yeah, we can. We have better land in hand. We're actually just fine. Sanctuary, get back Ancestral Recall. Yikes.
Have they decked yet? I don't think they have, so they're gonna.
Nope, pretty sure they haven't. Dat. Oh, they did deck because they stole our Mox last turn. So the deck had to take down. That one works too, I suppose. Ritual.
Maybe they think we're on a Street Wraith deck.
I mean, I think opponent. Yeah, well, so that's kind of my thought here too. Is like if we just put this Street Wraith into play, like
how many plows do these?
Not very many. And they've already spent like 3 endings are in the graveyard. 1 plow is gone. I think they usually have like 1 more plow.
I would imagine a Mentor is in the deck. And
oh yeah. That Mentor for sure. More Ragavans. Like they have other threats. Oh, look, they found their Ancestral. Great. Did you also find a Swords to Plowshares in that Ancestral? That would make me pretty sad.
I mean, they've seen more than half their deck.
Hmm?
And we've seen not even a third.
Yeah. It's actually kind of okay for us, because the thing is that, like, the Mentor is their one real win condition. There goes Preordained Delta. Oh, Dreadhorde Arcanist. Good. You're here too! Right? I mean, maybe we deck them, Van Wedge. Maybe we deck them. Maybe we draw our Ancestral Recall and it just targets them. I mean, it's possible.
Jesus.
Yikes. So bad. This takes Ragavan off the table first. That's, like, pretty clear cut. Take the Ragavan off the table, then take Lavinia off the table. Hey, put another Dreadhorde down. I don't know that I would have discarded that card, but, like, I suppose. I think that I would assuredly be in the business of having another one of those. This one's going to Ancestral.
They're only attacking with the one, huh? Oh,
They're getting Ancestral. Yeah.
Are they, or are they getting...
I mean, I agree with you. Dak ult makes Bolt Steel Wrath. Still Street Wraith. Like, this is all very true. I can't really attack, though. Also, that's so wild. I mean, they also, like, I'm sure have multiple more... Yeah, I guess we can just start trying to clock them. Just attack Dak and make them block. Step one.
I mean, more blockers.
Sick. I'm in. Oracle.
Put the 2 lands that she's going to scry on the bottom.
Right? They might just blast this, because they might think that our last card is Consult. No? It's just fine. Okay. Bottom. Okay. I know, right?
What's
Only
Dak's
37
ult?
ocean short.
7?
What's that?
What's Dax?
6.
His... Okay.
Ult is 6, and then he just makes the emblem that can steal our stuff. But I don't think that's necessarily a thing that's, like, necessarily worthwhile. Opponent disagrees. Alright. Is this just, like, Steel Street Wraith? This could be just Steel Street Wraith do the thing.
You might just have another one.
Oh. Confirmed. Another Dak Faden. Gross. I mean, I suppose that when you draw, like, 95% of your library... Opponent... 16 cards left in library.
How is it not a Monastery Mentor? They've got to be losing their minds. There it is.
There we go. Okay. Now what? There's the Gush, sure.
Yeah, I think.
Well, we're probably pretty dead.
We can take a draw.
Yeah, like...
Concede. This is, I mean... It's
Yeah.
done now.
Oh, it's pretty bad. Like, they have 9 cards in hand. Sanctuary puts, what? Cruise?
Probably.
Oh, gosh. That's also reasonable, because this, like, then they start looping the thing.
Yeah.
Probe, sure. I'm, like, show me Time Walk, I will concede. Because that's where we're at right now. It's like, show me Time Walk. Blast.
Take your Wraith.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. Not gonna lie. Dak Faden is colorless. That's not true at all.
So yeah.
Gross. Okay. What do I actually... Tabernacle is bad. I don't hate Dress Down.
Yeah, Dress Down.
I don't hate Trap. My opponent has disconnected. Oh yeah, I must have. You're right, Van Wedge. I thought chose to put it on the bottom.
Are they a days worthy deck?
So they don't play that much like Fast Man or anything. Yeah, that's fair. Pact is bad.
Pact is probably bad.
Pact feels pretty bad.
I don't think I like the days just because I don't think this is a deck that we want to go to the, Rocky Balboa to the last round.
Sure. Yeah, this feels fine. My opponent keeps disconnecting. That's bad. Well, maybe we get to play the rest of this match. Maybe we don't. We'll find out, I suppose.
Maybe we get our free win back that we deserve.
The one that we punted away. Okay, thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. Greg, I really appreciate it. Again, this will be going live. The video for this will be on the Team Swish YouTube channel, which I believe is down below in all of the Twitch panels nonsense. This will not be going up on my normal YouTube channel, so if you missed part of this or whatever for whatever reason, the VOD will not be on my YouTube channel. It will be on the Team Swish YouTube channel. I will be doing that whenever I do collaboration work with any of the teammates. It will be on the Swish channel, not my own. That is also why the different music tonight, because I don't want to have them dealing with copyright claims, because even though I have permission to use the music I'm using on stream, YouTube still hates everything and has already made copyright claims. So, that's fun and exciting. Opponent? You can come back. We'll let you bully us some more, I promise. It's fine. No? Oh, hey, okay. I would love to play first. Well, this feels pretty okay. Keep. Okay. I'm just gonna preordain on one. I'm going to do it off of Underground Sea because I don't think my opponent is on Wasteland. Bottom? That's not terrible. Don't hate that. Just where you show me that you're the one monster who's playing Wasteland and Jeskai, and I feel like really upset about it. Don't hate that either. I will 100% fetch before I cast this Ancestral Recall. It's not close.
You go and get the tap land.
Yeah. Nope. No, Van Wedge, because I don't actually necessarily need this Ancestral Resolve. And I will make them burn resources like now.
We force back, we're gonna draw it. Or are we...
I guess what are we pitching then?
We
like
could pitch the
trap?
Unless we wanted to trap their brainstorm. Wait a minute, what does trap say?
They have to cast 3 spells.
They have to cast 3 spells. I think that Necropotence is good.
I think Necro's fine.
Again, they show that they're not
They're-
going to pressure our life total a lot. So we
I
can
mean,
just
they
draw
have
the shit out.
they have Bolt, they have Dreadhorde Arcanist, they have Ragavan, they have Mentor.
You think they keep the bolts in?
Yeah. Our life total is one of our most valuable resources. I think they absolutely keep Bolt in. I would. Like, I could see somebody arguing. I think you're more likely to cut Plow. Plow's gone. I think that the Prismatic Ending is gone. Because this is a one-up, right?
A 4-bolt deck, or Jesus, we just won.
No, because they could have Fluster. Whatever.
I would play the Necropotence and just start drawing for
Extra counter spells?
Yeah, tons of them. Because right now we've got one. And if they hate this, then it's one less thing to deal with.
It's true. We got 5 cards in hand, so we want to Necro, what, 4 times?
Does this go right now? Can we do it on their turn?
No, we have to do it. They come to an RN step 2, 3, 4, 5. Ritual turn. Don't hate dispute.
No, just get rid of all the lands. We got what do we got in hand size? 9.
I think I'm gonna dump Portent and one of the lands.
That can get pitched though to the Force Will.
So can the Preordain. What's the last card I don't want here? It's Ritual. Yep. Game plan is to kill with Oracle Consult. We're going to have Force plus Dispute backup.
You could even probe them to make sure that we're good.
That's the game plan. Probe does make Trap more alive, which is bad, but it lets us know exactly what we've got to play around.
Fight over the trap.
Flusterstorm is the scariest card they can have right now.
True. But if they have it, then we know not to go. And we could Necropotent some more.
Yep.
I think the probe is actually key.
Yeah, I think the probe is very, very good. That is why I kept it. I think the probe is actually like straight gas. I think I want to fetch first. 10. C. Probe. U. Pay life. Show me your secrets. Opponent has double fluster.
Jesus.
And a Narset. Yikes. Okay.
So now do we ponder?
Yeah, we can ponder. See how bad this is?
Just start fucking digging. None of that is it. We've already got the kill. We don't need any.
Oh, hold up. Actually, this is kind of gas.
Unless you want a Doomsday.
I wanted Doomsday as bait.
Do they counter the Doomsday or do they counter whatever is in the pile?
Well, we can just set up a secondary kill that way then.
Alright. I like it.
This. Yeah, that's my thought, Van Wedge. Is like, they just have to fluster.
And then we only had to fight over one fluster.
Doomsday.
If they don't go after this one.
Fetch.
They might just jam Narset too.
Well, yeah, we easy money force Narset here. Like, that's not even close. I will not pay for Doomsday.
Suppose if they draw a land, then they get to fluster back on Narset, and we would have to build a pile that doesn't draw cards.
We're not building a pile.
That's true. That's true. We're gonna just Thassa.
Yep.
Consult.
That's the game plan. I do want to draw through. I think I want 3 more cards because we know the top 2 aren't great.
Right.
Correct.
Right. Because we're not.
Well, no. So Van Wedge, I want to fight over
Fluster.
Narset because I want them to use their Fluster if they can.
Yeah, we need to get Flusterstorm out.
Yep. That's my notion. Is I want to. Yeah. I want to try to bait their Fluster. 2, 3. Yeah. I want to try to bait their Fluster. 2.
Have we played a land yet? Oh,
Discard till you have
end step. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Let's get rid of the Wraith. It's not doing us anything.
I'm actually gonna get rid of C because Sapphire's just as good. This we can do in response to Narset too. Ponder. Sure, that's fine. Because, yeah, so as it sits right now, I can't beat opponent just casting, just holding up Fluster. Like, that's where I'm at. I cannot beat opponent's Flusterstorm. Sure. You got it, opponent. That's not worth fighting over.
Or can we? If it's just Thassa's Oracle, Demonic Consultation, Flusterstorm, Demonic Consultation, we pay for 2 of them, force the other one.
Well, you gotta.
Right, that's what's gonna. The Sapphires.
It's 4. The Sapphire. The Sapphire is another spell for Fluster.
Oh, right.
Gonna cycle. That's fine. That force might just do it though.
Do you wait one more turn and then make it just Thassa, Demonic Consultation, and then they Fluster back, and then that's 3 that we gotta.
Well, but that also opens them up to drawing more cards.
It does. What do we know that's in their hand?
We know their hand contains Narset and Flusterstorm.
And 1 unknown.
1 unknown.
So if we Thassa's Oracle, it'd be 4 storms on the top. We could pay for 2 of them. Force.
I think I'm willing to do this.
Ooh, we have just enough life.
Yep.
I didn't look at that.
Okay. That was gas. Alright.
For your Fluster.
I don't think I want anything different this time. I think that we are...
I wish we had another Fluster to bring in.
I mean, 4th Fluster would be gas. Yeah, 4th Fluster would be gas. That's why you play Trap. Trap is how we beat Fluster. We just happened to pitch it early. Sure?
Yeah.
I don't hate this.
Brainstorm, fix the hand.
These rituals look pretty bad, not gonna lie. Preordain's fine. So that's the thing, like, the just Time Walk as Explorer is actually so good because it just lets you get around like the Flusterstorm stuff. It just lets you start like scaling faster than they can beat. Mox. Not Mox, but pretty good, not gonna lie. Snow-covered island pass. Preordain's fine. Don't care about that even a little bit. Yeah, like, I think the consult kill is actually, like, sneaky the best way to win in Doomsday. It's just so much tighter and more compact. That's a Lotus, alright, sure. Brainstorm end step. Gross. Ritual. That is too many dark rituals. Too many dark rituals. Underground Sea. Broby for life.
Jesus.
I literally fetched... Why? Oh, that's good. That's very good.
What's the other one? Negation?
Force of Negation, Dress Down, Time Walk, Dreadhorde Arcanist. Time Walk. Target me, I suppose?
Do you want it?
No, I don't really want any of these things. Any order. Yes. I would love to shuffle. That's a good one. We like that one a whole lot. Dreadhorde's fine. Like, that doesn't do anything scary just yet. Okay. So here's the thing. I think we just win.
Just...
So this is...
We got...
Blue, Gush, replay land. And then Fluster is our pitch card.
Fluster's our pitch card?
I mean, so because we had to have the 2 mana and consult, so we need 3 mana. This is so tight. Like, if we had 1 more mana, this hand is just gas. The game plan is Gush here, 2 mana ramp us.
Well, you could do it and see if they respond to it, and then we'd know what that 4th card is if it comes out.
These 2.
I'd really like to draw another blue card, which we did. Now we can pitch Oracle to Force Will.
I mean, that's fair, I suppose.
You got all the dark rituals in your hand.
Like, each and every possible dark ritual.
You just make 9 black mana.
I mean, but it doesn't do anything if we do, right?
No, it doesn't do anything. Other than play for Fluster Storms.
They didn't dress down us, which is super gas.
They still can, right?
Nope. Trigger's already in the stack.
Oh.
Yeah, they needed to dress down in response. And they chose not to. Does that mean they have second force? They could have second force. Force pitch time walk, so they still have the dress down.
But it doesn't matter. Unless they're forcing, pitching, dress down.
They had the other force. Shit. This was the reason to pitch the Flusterstorm. Now my second Oracle is in exile. God damn it. Course it is. Course it is.
Well,
I just need this Oracle to eat it. That's the moral of the story. I just need this Oracle to die.
and not a plow.
Correct. Preordain. Sure. So all the cards are out of their hand.
I mean,
Preordain's gone.
one simple Street Wraith casts a whole bunch of... We can cast a whole bunch of Street Wraiths, too.
I agree.
Didn't you just bottom that?
No, I topped that one. I want that in case they do something ridiculous and scary. I'm also going to use this Oracle to preserve our life total until they tell me that I'm not allowed to anymore. Because we're going to have to go for a Doomsday line.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to get another Preordain. I don't care about you casting Preordains. Like, that's not a big deal to me. So, I just can't believe that somehow we found all 4 Dark Rituals, even after, like, bottoming and getting rid of a couple of them. Okay.
There it is. Start drilling them into fucking the battlefield.
That's the game plan.
They probably don't have the... Really.
If I misstep, they have to crack their Lotus? Or if I fluster, they have to crack their Lotus? No, they don't have to crack their Lotus, they just have to pay everything else.
Math is so hard.
I agree with you. Oh, they just... That's fine. Okay, cool. Did they not realize that I pitched my other Oracle? Ritual.
They're going to in about 2 seconds.
Cast.
Swing for 1, yeah.
That's the game plan. We're on Beats plan now. This Street Wraith says their Dreadhorde Arcanist can't attack more than once.
I mean, they're on a 5-turn clock.
Is this Mentor? Do it! Do it, you coward! You won't! Dak, sure. Dak resolves.
So they need to start racking them up and finding blasts.
That's the game plan. These just go at Dag.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of a given at this point. Which takes the pressure off them, and they know it. Blue, blue, blue. Ancestral? Merchant Scroll. Sure.
4 ancestral.
Probably. Yeah. Real talk here too, though. I don't know that opponent can win the game in 5 minutes.
I thought about that in round 1 when they were drawing 100 cards.
Everyone in the pool at Dak Faden. Like, they're gonna get a second use out of their Ancestral with this Dreadhorde Arcanist? No. Oh, yeah, okay. Like, that's their game plan right now, is
But
they're
you
on, like...
can also
I can ritual into Force of Will. I sure could. I don't know that that's actively worth it. I would rather ritual into Force of Will to get, like a Mentor.
Right. You're gonna get the Underground or
Yeah.
the Lottery Grave. If you don't need it.
No, I'd probably just gonna get Underground Sea. I mean, yeah, if I don't have to cast this Force of Will, yes, I'll just get Watery Grave. I have a sneaking suspicion we're gonna need it. I don't think opponents just randomly gonna let this Dak Faden go. Monastery Mentor. Yes. Fetch. Underground Sea.
Because we can still ritual in another street wraith with the
Correct.
mana that we've got. I mean, he's probably got something.
Oh, well, surely.
They've probably got
But
something.
yeah, they've got, like, yeah. That's fine. No, I do not wish to pay for Flusterstorm. I'm going to start getting F6 value, too, because opponent is 3 minutes behind us on clock. We're going to draw 2, discard 2. Watching what's in their graveyard, because that can become relevant. Pithing Needle. On what? Street Wraith? I've kind of shown you what we're doing with Street Wraiths at this point, friend.
Fetch land.
I think it's gotta be Street Wraith.
Or Black Lotus, because they've already
Street
used it.
Wraith.
What is that?
It stops me from cycling, which I've already shown that's not what I'm doing.
You can just cast him now.
Deck.
Lock him.
Sure. Ritual. Street Wraith. We have shown our opponent the Abyss. Its name is Street Wraith. This is such a weird spot to be in. Where, like, opponent is actively going to struggle with our Street Wraiths. Again, this is going to be let them go ham, and I'm not even going to remotely consider conceding until they show me Time Walk. I still might not concede if they show me Time Walk, because opponent has a lot of dirtling to do and not a whole lot of time to do it in.
They know it, though.
Cruise is very good. Not gonna lie, Cruise is very good. Yeah, like, opponent knows that they're kind of up against the wall. Plow Street Wraith, sure.
That's good. I mean, that's a huge chunk. They kept in plowshares, huh?
That's such a wild thing for them to do, yeah. And then this is Arcanist Plow, another thing.
Yeah.
This should probably be Plow. No! They're just gonna Ponder? That's so weird.
Well, all they have to do is ponder once next turn, and we're probably out. Because they can plow on their next attack.
It's true.
They just have, because that's turns all those
There's
assholes
7.
into 3/3s.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or wait a minute.
Yeah, we're gonna take 7. Gonna preordain. Don't hate that even a little bit. This shows us Ancestral Recall. Right? We haven't cast that one yet? No, we have not. Can I even cast that? That's the $1 million question.
These are, now they're 3/3s because he's going to plow.
Correct.
And we take 12 just off those guys.
See, but that's fine. We're at 13. We block.
We take 11 if we block a monk. And they
Well, we
don't
block
attack.
Mentor if he attacks the Mentor.
Right, but now gushing. Like I said, they got to plow.
They do have a plow. Yeah.
It's going to have to take them a minute and a half to finish all this to lose.
I mean, it might. Blast. Sure.
Why? Why are they doing it? Just go.
They're just trying to go for... They're trying to make sure they're lethal and they don't know what we have.
They must be bad at math, too.
Oh, that takes the other one out of play. I didn't realize. I couldn't see that they blasted our Oracle. So now they plow. This gets plow. Plow targets the thing. I mean, yeah, I guess that also works. Deal. I'll take 17 damage. That was very close. Yeah, I guess we were supposed to wait one more turn so that we could try to get into having another land to fluster.
Yeah, I agree.
Or, I guess, the alternative would have been to not pitch our second Oracle. If we didn't pitch our second Oracle, then we opened up a whole series of different lines. Pitching our second Oracle, I think, was rough. It made sense in the moment, and then they had double force, double blue card, which is unfortunate. I guess, yeah, when opponent did not try to force Oracle, that should have, or did not dress down in response to Oracle, that should have been a pretty telltale sign. Sure.
Drawing a lot of oracles in our start hand.
It's gonna happen. Gonna preordain. Wow. I guess we can keep one?
His Thoughtseize a big card in this format?
Not really. Thoughtseize, he's almost a zero play.
Card shit.
Card's not great, that's for sure. Ragavan, I dare you. I will misstep your Ragavan. It's not close. I'll misstep that too.
Yeah, that doesn't seem good.
Easy money will misstep that. Not even thinking about
Is
it.
this that bug deck?
This is bug, yeah. Alright.
Do they play fit what? Or
They play Wasteland, yeah. So we gotta start trying to get this together quickly. Time walk. Ponder.
If you drew a Dark Ritual, wouldn't you want to keep that open?
Maybe. Right now, I think I will take.
I'm not fond of not being able to, because we're kind of, ponder locked.
No. I think I want the Force, though. They have enough things that are terrifying. Like Leovold.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Leovold deck. And if one just goes like Moxley and Leovold, I want to be able to fight over that. And that's, I'm gonna, what's on top?
They just play 4 forces and some flusters and a misstep, don't they?
Generally, yeah. They're more board-based interaction. Okay, that Mox doesn't cast Leovold.
Is this...
Oko. Or Narset. Could be Narset. I don't think I actively care about that, like, even a little bit. That's fine. That one's just gonna resolve. I'm probably gonna cycle this end step. It's gonna dig us into the other Doomsday, and then the Oracle, the other Wraith after it.
This is probably the Rug.
Oh, this is... I didn't even think about that. Yeah, this is Rug.
This is the Rug deck that I watched Bosch and roleplay.
Yeah, Brian Koval was playing this, like, posted a video playing this today. Oh, okay. I stacked those the other way around, so that's... I don't really have anything to do, so I'm just gonna pass. Yeah. So this is Rug. I assumed this was bugged based on Death Ray Shot. I guess this could be a 4-color deck, too. Like, that is a thing that happens from time to time. But I'm guessing it's probably just bug. Or just Rug. The Death Ray was just not something I expected out of Rug. Take 3. Rude, opponent! How do we... God, this is pretty atrocious. Yeah? God, we're so dead.
Jeez.
Gross. I mean, mind you, we have a pretty compact kill if we can get to enough lands to make the consult happen. And we already have plenty of permission. This Doomsday is almost entirely off the table at this point. Red, Time Walk.
Can we afford to go to...
I know that... Oh, God. So it's
they can
Fluster, Fluster up top.
Yeah, but if they go to their... If they take a second...
And then
turn,
they
they're
bolt
gonna,
us.
But they're going to make another elk. Unless they've... Have they used Oko yet? Oh, they did.
I don't know if we win if we don't just... Like, I have to keep this Oracle. I hate it, but I have to. There's Death Threat Shaman, sure. Seems right.
Yeah, we're done next turn.
So up top is Flusterstorm, Flusterstorm. If I cycle, then draw Flusterstorm, then preordain. God, I need so many things. There's Fluster. Draw Fluster.
I mean, this has to be...
Not those things.
Yeah, I mean, what would have had to have been? You would have had to have drawn into a...
It would have had to been...
insta-kill.
Yeah, I don't think there was a way out of that. Alright.
Dressdown seems pretty good against them.
Is it?
For reprieve against... A lot of their creatures have letters in them.
I mean, I'm not necessarily worried about the letters on their creatures. I think I want Trap.
It deals with
Oh,
Leovold, doesn't it?
oh, they
They're not
probably
playing
have-
Leovold.
No, but they do probably have Endurance. I have to imagine, right? I guess I haven't seen
Maybe
the list that he's...
island?
Are they in Wasteland?
Well, they strip mind you.
Yeah, but Strip's a one of. Were they on, like... Oh, but they're on Ren and 6. Yeah, never mind. I want this island. Talked myself into it.
What about Tabernacle? Seems like a lot of...
Nah. Tabernacle you want for decks that just can't, like, have a struggle to answer it, right? So these are your Bizarre decks that play very, very light mana counts.
Okay.
Necro seems questionable against the, like, Ren and 6 Lightning Bolt.
Is this a deck where we need two Thassa's Oracles?
Yeah.
It is.
You want this, the second one, because you can go for Consult Kill, and if Consult Kill fails, then you still have a Doomsday pile that wins the game.
Right, but the Doomsday... Oh, no, okay.
So let's cut that. Then what else is bad? I don't know that I'm sold on the Stress Down, like, over to the other cards in our deck. I guess Mystical is maybe of questionable value.
Well, they are going to have blue cards. It's going to be for Counter Wars.
No, Mystical Tutor, I'm sorry.
Oh.
The top deck tutors are like, meh. Oh, Pact of Negation, that's the one I don't want. Get out of here.
But if they got Endurance, you want that.
We have Forces and stuff still. I'm not cutting my Forces against them. They're not Dredge. Nope, not that.
I'll just take the Dressdown back out.
This seems okay. I'm gonna bottom this preordain. I'm gonna get my basic. One of my two basics, haha.
I think you want all of it.
I don't know if I want... If I'm vamping for, like, Ancestral right now. My hand is not good.
Right, but I think
Top.
you're going to need lands.
Top. Yeah, I need at least one more land, yeah. Note to self, don't pitch this. This is going to be important. Death Threat resolves. So... play Delta, pass. In their end step, I'm going to vamp for Ancestral Recall, unless they show me a reason not to. Ruby's fine. What do we got? And, okay, okay. Yeah, don't care about Dack Fade. Not even a little bit. Pick our fight here with the Vamp? No, that was wrong. No, they played their land already, right? So, yeah, they played their land. Okay, great. Chaos Mox plays Bulk. Yep. So because they played their land, I feel comfortable more comfortable at that fetch. I don't want them to wasteland this. I don't know if they're on wasteland even. Gonna vamp for Ancestral. Find myself doing things like this a lot. Just go get Ancestral Recall, draw more cards. Ancestral Recall. Do you have Force and a Fluster? I feel like you do.
You would have to have double Force. You don't have any. Oh, he's got a Death Ray Shaman active.
Correct. There's a Death Ray Shaman with lands in the yard.
Not used to playing against that card anymore.
Yeah, it turns out.
Have some lands.
Come on. No thanks. Yeah. Ancestral into land, Force of Will. Not exactly what we're looking for here. So, yeah, you're fine. Do your thing. We have, like, mountains of protection. So, now we're just looking for a kill. Which I think we should be able to stitch together pretty easily. Opponent has already junked a Tarmogoyf. And a Force of Will. That's brave. Yeah, strip's fine. Do whatever. Is this where you show me a run in 6, you monster? Yeah, that's gotta go. Get out of here.
Does Trap get all of it?
No, I don't think. Opponent has enough. Yeah, this is only their second spell this turn. Oh, wait. Yikes. Nope, not paying one for Flusterstorm. That's for sure. They rebought their strip. Right. Death Ray Shaman goes on the offensive. That's not what we're looking for either.
Man.
I'm gonna keep showing them double black.
14 lands, too many.
No kidding. I mean, so that's the thing though, is like, because of cards like Gush and Ancestral Recall, Power, whatever, like Black Lotus, all that stuff, like, you don't need that many lands. And your kills are pretty compact, right? Like, we can kill with 3 mana on a bunch of free counters.
I get that. It's just we've drawn a lot.
Oh, we sure have.
Land.
We have drawn so many lands this game. Yeah, I don't think this is actually a matter of, like, we didn't, like, I don't think we inherently did anything super incorrectly here. I think we are getting supremely unlucky. Blue. How many? That's 2 C's in the yard? That's 2 C's in the yard. Sure is. Deathrite Shaman getting beats in again? No? Oh, okay. Okay, we made choices this time. That's pretty unfortunate.
There's nothing left.
That's not entirely true, honestly. Again, we don't need a ton of anything to kill.
I think it needs to be Brainstorm.
I mean, it could be Gush. Gush, very good. I mean, we're like getting Wastelanded this turn, which is unfortunate. I'm once again gonna float blue. Be responsible about it. Opponent only has 2 cards in hand. We know one of them is Strip Mine. So, like, we have a reasonable chance of, like, getting something out from under us. Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's Savage. Like, this is definitely not...
Have we drawn anything besides a land since the recall?
Oh, we drew a Force. The Ancestral Recall pushed us into a Force at will.
Oh, and then 2 lands, and then 2 lands.
Correct. Yep. Ancestral Recall drew us Force at will, land, and then we have drawn 2 more lands. Sure. What are you throwing away over there, friend? We threw away a Sylvan Library at one point. It's pretty ambitious. Rebuy Strip. Sure, sure. Okay. 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 That's a good one, kids. Now we just need literally anything to pair with it.
I think it needs to be Brainstorm.
Gosh.
I think you need to, or Gosh.
Gosh. The card I'm looking for is Gosh. I want...
And then it needs to be Oracle Consultation.
Correct. Yep, that's what we're looking for. Mind you, now that they've Ancestral Recalled, I feel way less good about that ever potentially... Oh, they have a Ren and 6 emblem with Ancestral Recall in their graveyard. We're so dead. Ancestral me. Ancestral me again. Ancestral me again. Time Walk. Sure, sure, sure. I mean, do you have another Ren and 6? Oh, that's infinite turns. That's so gross.
Have you trapped them? Or can you trap them?
No, Stormcats 2. They can play around it for like an eternity. What? So, just to show you, like, I don't know if you get the notion here. They have the Ren and 6 emblem.
They're going to just keep casting Time Walk.
Correct. Because the Ren and 6 gets them back the land they need to discard every single turn.
Yep.
I mean, yeah. Like, I don't hate it, Van Wedge. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this seems pretty gas. And this is, like, way harder to disrupt. In the context of what's going on in Vintage right now, this is much harder to disrupt.
Well, it takes an eternity to get there. They've, I want to say they...
But you're a control shell. Like, look at what they've done. They've flustered and forced and...
Well, it's hard to control 4 land draws.
I mean, sure.
Or really easy to control when it's 4 land draws.
But they also have 5 cards in hand, not count, like...
I mean, technically, we've drawn nothing but mana.
It's true.
Counting the Lotus. Gonna make them do it.
Well, they just got rid of one of their lands, so... Show me that you have another land, I suppose. Deck, draw 2, discard 2, sure. Like, probably Van Wedge, but they just regrew their land. There's dress down. They regrew their land with Renin 6 and then immediately used it, so I don't... Yeah, okay. Yeah. I wanted to make sure they still had a land. They did. Yikes. Well, now 1-3. The first match definitely we should have won. We just couldn't count to 5. The rug match just felt supremely unlucky. Like, 5 draws in a row that did nothing but produce mana seems statistically unlikely. I will leave it at statistically unlikely. But yeah, like I think that we could have absolutely put up a better fight against Rug. And then this was also winnable. The Jeskai matchup is hard, but not unwinnable. So what did we beat tonight? Dredge?
Yep.
Dredge. We beat Dredge. I mean, most people pack like 8 sideboard cards or better for that. What do we have? 3 Leyline, Planar Void.
Dredge is as popular as it was prior to Red.
Oh, it's starting to see an uptick again, like as of the last week. Yeah, like it basically had fallen off the map entirely, and then about the time I was salting off about running into Dredge 3 times in one league, that people started to see it come back, and then it actually started to put up like challenge numbers last weekend. So Dredge is on the way back. All right, let's bail ourselves out of this. We won the die roll. Well, that doesn't do anything. Yeah. Bottom one of these street wraiths. Just turn 1 pre-order and go. Bottom. Not really what I'm after. Yikes. Also currently double queuing in competitive sealed. Oh, and they were seen 9 days ago in Tinker. Well, right now we can beat Tinker. Ponder.
Really hates that Ponder, huh? Must have known it was the only card in our hand.
Nice. Way to go, Dig Through Time. Way to go. This Mystical is right now our pitch card, I think. Fetch, sure.
Mystical Tutor.
Yes, correct. This card in my mind is not mystical. Mystical Tutor is mystical. And then Vamp is Vampiric Tutor. Okay. I will Ancestral.
Another rug deck.
Alright, this one I think I'm willing to fight over.
I need to find land. Jesus, you deck.
That's alright.
Has everything.
They've now just burned a bunch of their entire turn to try to fight over that Ancestral. If I just land, I just slam this Dig Through Time, basically. I want fetch land. I just go fetch land, dig through time, go. That's not a fetch land.
Oracle.
Yikes. Ruby, sure. What do you got? Mystical Spear. You have another Red Blast? Show it to me, you got. Gosh, sure. Okay.
This is a new game, right?
Yeah, right? Yeah, this is a different player. Tarmogoyf, yes.
Was that enough?
Yeah. Alright. Dig. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blue. Taking your ancestral sucks, not gonna lie.
Yeah, that kind of hurts.
Okay. Okay.
Ritual Doomsday.
I don't hate that.
But we don't have...
A way to draw. I mean, these two are gonna be our hand.
I know, but these the rest of the cards, like, we want a lot of them.
I agree with you. That's why our deck is comprised of these things. Any order. We're as likely to shuffle as we are to anything else at this point.
Did that shrink the Tarmogoyf at all? Got rid of the creature.
Yep. Got rid of creature. We also know right now that our opponent's hand is, like, at least a little soft. That sure seems right. So we know that pile must contain Lotus. I understand.
How big is Tarmogoyf?
4, 5. If we do the thing now, we go to 6. We take 4. We died a bolt. How do we feel about being dead to bolt?
Well, we're either dead to bolt or we are dead to any interaction because we can't interact until we get the turn back.
We could try to preordain.
I think this is the only turn to do it.
Then we shall do it. Dark Ritual. Doomsday. So we have the Oracle.
So we preordain into...
Well, why preordain?
Do we want to just draw
Black Lotus. Yes, we want to draw Black Lotus. We can also just take our Ancestral bag. Oh, we exiled our Ancestral. You are correct.
So this is going to put us at 6. No. So no Street Wraiths are going in the pile.
Correct. I think we want Gush. That's our free draw spell.
It isn't, though. We need a land.
So we put a land in the pile. We put a land in the pile, and that is our land drop per turn, right?
No, because how are you drawing it?
Preordain.
Gotcha.
We have the preordain in hand, Greg. I want a Force of Will.
That only puts one of the next card in your hand.
Yeah, so the next card is... Oh, Jesus.
You're gonna untap and cast Preordain into what?
We get Time Walk. No. How do we do... Take 4. Go to 2. It's gonna be Brainstorm?
If you untap Brainstorm into Black Lotus... No,
and
Brainstorm into Gush land, putting back Thassa's Oracle, Preordain.
So that puts our pile Gush, Underground Sea, Brainstorm, Black Lotus. We can take a Force of Will?
Yeah. Or Negation.
We can't force negate on our turn.
I didn't mean negation. Pact and negation. That way we don't have to have a pitch card.
Sure.
And then we can pass.
So what is the last card in our pile?
The first card has to be...
On the bottom.
I know. I look at it though.
Is it Pact?
No, top card is Brainstorm. Because Brainstorm is going to draw...
Correct.
What?
And then we need...
Gush in an island. Or the Underground Sea.
Right.
So the Pact is last, then it's Lotus.
Pact, Lotus,
And then whatever.
Sea, Gush, Brainstorm.
And don't die to Bolt.
I mean, also, hope they don't have Wasteland.
Yeah, that would suck.
Wasteland would be pretty atrocious for us.
And so would Ren in 6. Motherfucker. Ah.
I mean, what I was saying, man, is like we're Deadbolt or Trap, Island. Still don't think I like Dress Down. Don't like any of the rest of this garbage.
What is the Mind Break Trap for?
Traps for Fluster.
Okay.
It usually will win a Fluster fight. We know they're a Narset deck, so we want our Portent. Trying to think about what I don't want here.
Did you add an island?
I did. I added the island and the Mind Break Trap. That's all we brought in.
Do we just...
Oh, Necro. Necro can get the fuck out of here. That's garbage.
Do we cut a Watery Grave or a fetch land?
Nah, we want to keep our lands. You add the extra land because they're a Wasteland Strip Mine deck.
Sure.
So you want a higher mana count. I want all of my one-mana interaction.
How about Days?
I thought about it. Like, we can cut Days. As into that as I am anything else. Run it back. Yes. Keep. I don't want this packed.
Yeah, I think we can put it in the pile when we need it. And we'll take that, right? And then just fetch for another one.
Yeah, I don't hate that. And then opponent's just like, strip mine you, go. Yeah, that's fine. Preordained's fine. Game plan right now is probably just a time walk. Time walk to get another land drop in. Walk.
God damn that thing.
No, that's actually okay, because now we can just
Yeah, we can.
we can tutor for a consult.
True dat.
This might be one they actively fight over. No, they're not willing to. Okay, take consult.
Now do you Ancestral Recall and force them to fight over that, and then next turn go into a counter battle without...
I think I'm gonna do it in their end step, actually, if I'm being honest with you.
That's probably accurate.
Rude! That's not very nice of you, opponent. I have all these nice things. I didn't want to share them with you. Yeah, I mean, them having the one of probe there feels sick. They're just like, I can't beat that.
Yeah, no, they have nothing.
I'm dead to that. Cool. I like it. Sounds great. Alright. Funny enough, this actually has words against Tarmogoyf, the Planar Void.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's good enough. I think I'm just gonna run this back as is. Alright.
Well...
That's so close!
Yeah, we can't keep that.
So close.
Jeez.
Ship dig? Well, hold on. This is actually... Yeah, ship dig.
Yeah.
Done. I just want to vamp for consult.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's good, but
That's actually...
that's our go off turn.
Yep, that's fine.
We still need a land.
We do. Let's see. Vamp. Or a Mox. Mox will also do it.
Not afraid of deck fading.
No, because I just do the thing here. Mox. Nope.
I don't. Yeah, Mox would have allowed us to go now.
Correct. Mox would just say right now.
So outside of a strip that...
Ah! Oh, wow.
They didn't use it?
No.
Are we going to get to our... There it is.
Sure. Damn it. Go.
Yep. Outside of that land destruction, I think it was on. There it is.
Lotus!
So their 6 cards have to be 3 pieces of disruption, and it doesn't matter if it's Flusterstorm.
Correct. Pretty much. Ish?
You could just Black Lotus for black, and then Dark Ritual for black, and then...
I can Dark Ritual for black anyway.
Flusterstorm, we beat your Force of Will, we beat your Dress Down. Wait a minute, do we beat their Flusterstorm? That's only 2 cards, right? There you go. The Black Lotus.
Lotus so good.
And the Dark Ritual. Wow.
Ayo. Yeah, Consult kills so good. There's no reason Consultation is banned on Legacy. That card is absurd. So there we go. I mean, so that's a 2-3 that, like, feasibly should have been a 3-2. Thank you, Van Wedge. Yeah, like, that feasibly should have been a 3-2. We messed up the first pile because we weren't counting. But yeah, like, that's pretty decent. Like, Doomsday still busted. Like, Doomsday arguably more busted in this format than in Legacy. Like, kind of by a lot.
It is, because the piles are easier, but I think the interaction and what fights against it is more powerful too.
Oh yeah, no, like you've got all sorts of stuff that like fights against it, and like the fact that Dress Down is becoming pretty common because it's good against Saga and it's good against you and it's good against whatever. Like that's definitely a whole process. And then Flusterstorm is everywhere.
Flusterstorm is a bigger part of this meta than it is in
by
Legacy.
a lot. Flusterstorm is
main deck
all over the place. But like this was like pretty good. Like for somebody who has literally never touched Vintage Doomsday, maybe once. I might have played Vintage Doomsday once before in my life. Like, this is gas. Like, deck feels solid. It's kind of absurd. You just get to do a bunch of really garbage nonsense things to people.
The other thing with Legacy Doomsday is that you get the 4 Brainstorm, 4 Ponder. And I know you get Ancestral Recall in this.
And Gush.
You only get 1.
Yeah.
You only get 1, and you only get 1 Gush, and you only get 1 Brainstorm.
So,
and you only
but
get
how
1
often?
Ponder.
How often in your deck anyway are you building piles with like multiple brainstorms?
I'm not saying that. It's that when you need to go find your pieces, it's almost easier in Legacy, I think, because you have more redundant.
You have more actual tutors though here though, right? So you play Mystical.
But you have more tutors.
Yeah, you play Mystical Tutor, you play Vamp Tutor, you play Demonic Tutor, you play Ancestral Recall that just straight up rips 3 new cards.
But
you play Dig Through Time.
There were a couple of points here where we were playing that we were just stalled out because we couldn't find a cantrip to save our life. And
oh yeah, I mean,
that
so
could
we did
happen
play
in Legacy.
We did play 4 Preordain, a Portent, a Ponder, and a Brainstorm, and the Ancestral, the Gush. I think the biggest thing is that you need to know when you're okay using these things. So like I don't often just want to throw Gush into the abyss, right? Like, that card is very, very good, and is often part of your piles.
It is. And Gush I equivocate to just a juiced up Ideas Unbound or
Yeah,
deep
sure.
analysis now. It's just the way, way better version of that.
Sure. And then, again, like, the piles that you can create because you have access to a Gataxian Probe and an Ancestral Recall, like...
The Legacy one seems faster, too, because it's running...
More fast mana?
More fast mana.
Black Lotus is kind of fast mana on crack.
It is.
Like, and there were... You gotta think,
but
too,
you
like...
get
We were
LED in the other one.
Sure.
Which the deck is designed to make it Black Lotus.
So, but we were also kind of talking about, like, the kill, like, you were talking about, like, oh, well, we got Wastelanded again, we're dead, and I'm like, no, we're not. Because we can just go, like, float 2 mana, Gush, replay one of them, Oracle, Console. Like, again, that...
Having the second backup kill is awesome.
The Consult kill is a big deal. Like, that is one of the biggest, like, things you gain in Vintage, is the Consult kill. And the Consult kill is just absurd. Like, so people used to play Consult in Doomsday before Oracle, and it was not as good, but what you could do is, like, you could put your lab man into play, it could just hang out. And then all of a sudden you're like, Brainstorm. In response, Consult. Consult for a card that's not in my deck. And they're like, oh god. Like, it's now. Like, this thing has just been here, and now it's a kill condition. And so, like, that was kind of neat. And then, like, you just have turns where you could just, like, have this thing in play and sit there and dirtle and, like, whatever. I don't know about this port. Like,
Only one time did we really even cast a spell, and we were so far behind anyway, I don't think it mattered. So,
yeah,
it's
I mean...
still 0-0 on should it have been a Merchant Scroll, but I like
so,
Merchant Scroll because there was a time we wanted a Flusterstorm.
Yep.
There was a time when we wanted... There was a lot of times we just wanted to recall.
Or Gush.
Or Gush.
Yeah, like,
And when I want to do something, I want Merchant Scroll.
Yep. Yeah, like, that's reasonable enough.
The Legacy one is just a little bit more redundant and explosive. I think this one...
I mean, how many turn 1 kill hands did we have, though?
In the beginning, we had a lot. We did have a lot.
Yeah, like, I think this deck is actively more explosive, but I think that by the nature of the format, you have to be more patient. Because, like...
Yeah, the interaction with the Flusterstorms is just an absolute beating.
Yep. Like, because people are just, like... And, like, there are decks that are just, like, on main deck Mindbreak Trap. And you're like...
Yeah, it makes me almost want a 4th Flusterstorm in the sideboard over... I don't know what, a Steel Sabotage?
Nah, you want Sabotage for shops. You want Sabotage... Like, Sabotage is good against 8 cast. So, like, there are a lot of decks in the metagame that Sabotage is just, like, a roundhouse kick in the chops against. Also, anything that tinkers for Bolas the Citadel. Pick that up. Try again. All of that is pretty gas.
What else would you cut in the sideboard for a 4th Flusterstorm? It's the only card I think I would... An extra copy I think I would want. It was so important to have a lot of the times.
I don't know... I'm not 100% sold on Dress Down, if I'm being honest with you. No, I don't...
There's a lot of Ragavans. There's a lot of...
It's not the Ragavan that you're worried about. You're playing Dress Down.
Sagas. And...
Well, and it's also good in the mirror, right? Like, you can Dress Down in the mirror. So, like, it's the mirror, it's Saga, like, stuff like that. And so, like, that's fine. I think that you can just race the Saga decks a lot of the time. Like, I think you're just so powerful that, like, if you have a 4th Flusterstorm, I think that's just as good as a Dress Down, and you're like, okay, we're just gonna go. The problem is that it's about the sideboard mapping. Like, what am I cutting? So, like, if we're talking, like, we're playing against, like, Blue Tinker or whatever, right? And we're worried about one of these Saga decks. So then I don't necessarily know that I want Daze. That doesn't feel particularly great.
Daze was just another card I didn't really like. Maybe Daze just becomes a 4th.
Daze is great against things like Dredge and stuff like that where they can't pay. And it's also like a lot of times you'll play days on the play and not on the draw because it's another free counter that just like lets you go ham faster. What else do I not like? So like, I guess against Blue Tinker, I want the Portent. You can cut probably Mystical, probably Vamp.
I think Mystical Tutors and Vamp Tutor were
They're great.
awesome.
They're great. But the reality is that like the
So
top deck
nice
tutors
to
are so easy to disrupt.
They are.
And it telegraphs what you're doing
It's
so
also
much.
an instant.
It does.
The fact that it's an instant is.
But these are things that like you can consider cutting against Blue Tinker.
You're talking about Blue Tinker, like in the matchup. Not
Yeah, in the matchup. Yeah, in the matchup.
Okay.
So like in that matchup, it's these things, and then like you can look at Trap, Dress Down.
Are they a null run deck?
They're not a null. I mean, you could null rob them. Like that's fine. Same thing with 8 cast. Like you could null rob them. I don't think it's necessarily good. I would rather have Steel Sabotages. Like you could board in a couple of Steel Sabotage. What else do I not want in that particular matchup? In either of those matchups, I suppose. Misstep is like
Is Force of Negation
fine.
a card that you're.
Force of Negation's pretty. Force of Negation is less good against 8 cast, but quite good against Blue Tinker. Like I would easy money play it against Blue Tinker. We also another thing to think about versus Blue Tinker is that Blue Tinker plays main deck Hull Breacher, and that card is a problem, and we just don't have a way to deal with a Hull Breacher. I guess Dress Down. Dress Down is how we're dealing with Hull Breacher.
Right.
Slam this into play. Cool, great. It doesn't have any text on it. Kill you. Yeah? Yeah? Huh. Yeah, I like... Oh, Pact to Negation. Pact to Negation can come out. So there's another Steel Sabotage. Oh, I guess before we look at Steel Sabotages, I want Op Agent against Blue Tinker by a lot. This literally just shuts off the card Tinker. They can't do anything. So
Does it take what they search or something?
yeah,
Like that?
you get to search for them, and you get to you exile the thing, and you get to cast it if you want to. So that's pretty gas. Yeah. So no, like I get it. That's the biggest thing though. Is like the sideboard mapping is hard, and the sideboard mapping is especially hard because like this is all stuff you just have to play.
Yep.
You're like obligated because Dredge is such a garbage fire powerful deck that like if you don't play those 5 cards, you can just lose on the game on turn 1 if your opponent goes Bizarre by activate. You're like, cool, that's unfortunate, and you just die. But yeah. Well, great. Did you have anything else to say before we wrap this up?
I don't.
Fair enough. Well, alright everybody, thanks so much for coming out. Again, this video will go live on the Team Swish YouTube channel, not my own. You can find that link down below. Also, I will be back tomorrow night. I think we're going to play some Standstill. I keep getting absolutely roundhoused by that deck, so I think we're going to give that a shot. So, show up tomorrow, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Let's play some Standstill. Thanks everybody. Have a good night.